So when I ask the question, or so when I say that we as Black African Americans are not doing the same thing or greater than what our ancestors did in the 20s and the 30s, 40s, 50s, and so on, is not to take away from the fact that there are many African Americans who are successful, that there are many who has wealth. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is the innovative part. It's easy for you to tell your children to go out, get a degree, and go get a job. But I'm saying, as far as going to get a job at a systemic place, or a place that was created systemically with policy and procedure, yes, they have changed and there are many things that are changing, but I'm saying you can tell your child to go out and get a degree, to go and get a job at a government agency. Okay, that's fine. But what I'm asking is, when we talk about the, what's his name? I think the Weaver, I can't think of his first name, who was a botanist, and he discovered certain things when it came to plants and things like that. And I'm saying, when I think of people who invented, they say, the stoplights and all of the other inventions that our ancestors has created, but never reaped the full benefit of their the product that they invented. What I'm saying is the innovative part of African Americans is dormant. You may create an app, but who created the system software for the app? Do you understand what I'm saying? You are not the sole creator and founder of something. You are piggybacking on something. Many have a store. So I have a beauty supply, but who are you buying your products from? Are you creating that product? No, you're not. So the world doesn't need you. See, you need whoever's creating that product to put in your store. So that's what I'm saying. So not to take away from the fact that blacks have achieved great success, many people have stores and are doing great things, but I'm saying, who is creating your product? Because 9 times out of 10, if you're making a store, you're buying your product from somewhere. Who's manufacturing your products is my question. And so my challenge to you is to aim a little higher. Right? And so someone said, well, we're doing it, we're just all scattered around. That's great. But when I look into Chinatown, or when I look around and see certain places when where they have banks and real estate agents and real estate brokers, and they have property and apartments and management companies, and they're all doing business with one another. So that's where my mindset is. I know that you're thinking on the other level, we're doing great. Yes, we are. But can you aim a little higher? Can you think larger than what you were thinking? Okay, so you can tell your child to go out and get a business, but where are you getting that product from? See, we have business consultants, we have financial advisors, but who's advising you, financial advisor? Have you created a book? Have you created a financial advisory class? Have you even thought outside the box to say, I'm going to take this financial advisement course to another level? I like what my teacher taught me, but let me take it up a notch. See, that's what I'm trying to get you to do. I want you to think a little deeper. I want you to think harder. I want you to think on another scale. Okay? So it's not about, oh, we're doing great, but mediocrity is not acceptable. We're striving for excellence. We don't settle for just enough. Never have and never will. That's not where we are. So it's not to take away from anything. I'm not on a negative rampage, but what I would like to see is that we aim a little higher. Because if you flip over almost everything in your house, it's probably made in another country, and none of them are probably countries that have a larger population of Africans or African descent. Right, but that's who you spend your money with. But I want you to go into a store and ask those other ethnic cultures, who do they spend their money with? Ask them what color are the people that they spend their money with. You can go to the barbecue place. Everett Jones got a cool little restaurant. You do see a diverse crowd because it's downtown Oakland. But if you go to some of the black-owned fish places and fish markets that are not in major tourist cities like New Orleans or things like that, but just regular everyday stores, kind of like the Chinese food store that we go to that nobody know about. on the corner that we visit frequently, most black people, or the breakfast spots that we visit frequently, and that we are being fed by Asians, or we're going to the corner store that we visit about 10, 12 times a day that is ran by an Middle Eastern or Arabic descendant, those ones. Yeah, okay. So what I'm asking is, how many stores do you go into that are black owned that you see other people supporting besides black people? Now I'm going to let you think on that. Wow, the response is, and we're still doing it today. Are we? Are we still doing it today? Because I don't see it.